So I believe we need a prime minister to tell America, Russia, I believe Sweden, Norway, just stay away. Thank you.
Great. Basically, what you learned in your geography books in the 50s, what I learned. Those islands, the land, the territory, is ours. And I don't think that's where the contest is. It's the undersea shelves. It's the waterways. We think the Northwest Passage is an inland waterway of Canada. That's the position. Liberals, conservatives, whatever else we disagree about, we agree about that. I believe in a strong, robust defense of those sovereignty claims, and that means icebreakers, surveillance aircrafts, putting the Rangers out there, mobilizing the communities who live up there, investing those communities. I believe in all of that. I also believe that Canada needs to engage in very robust diplomatic defense of these claims, and we need to work in international fora to get some clarity on the undersea stuff. The problem with the Russians is that they're saying they got some shelf called the Lomonosov Shelf, which extends all the way down, and it's theirs because it's connected to their territory. And what we want to avoid is conflict up there. What we want is orderly development of the North in a way that doesn't damage the environment and is good for the communities up there. We've got to put the people who live there at the center of this as well. That means we need to invest in the North and invest in those communities. But, you know, the Conservative government has neglected all kinds of places where you can work a lot of these problems out. There's an Arctic Council. We used to have an ambassador. We walked away from that. We're not present. We're not engaged. We're not discussing. Not to trade anything away. I'm never going to trade away the Northwest Passage. It's ours. The issue actually about the Northwest Passage is not, in my judgment, sovereignty. We can say to the Americans, look, we'll just have to agree to disagree here, okay? But what matters to both of us is orderly development of the Northwest Passage as a shipping lane. We do not want oil spills. We do not want conflict. We want orderly development under Canadian control of what is going to be one of the great waterways of the world because of climate change. And that's what we should be saying. The issue is stewardship as much as sovereignty. Harper's talked the sovereignty side, but not the stewardship side. And the stewardship means getting our northern half of the continent adapted to climate change, boosting our climate change investments up there, and then sitting down with the other partners and saying, this is about stewardship of an asset for the whole world. We will defend our sovereignty to the utmost, and there's stuff we will not discuss with you. But how do we make sure there isn't a catastrophic oil spill in Northwest Passage? That's the kind of real issue where we have to get some agreement. And the agreement has to say Canada will guarantee there are not catastrophic oil spills in the Northwest Passage because we'll look after it, okay? And that's how I would go forward, to figure out how we get the stewardship so we don't have catastrophic ecological damage, and also so that we begin to get orderly development of those resources. I mean, one of the things that we got to think about is that there are some estimates that this is the next biggest deposit of oil and natural gas reserves in the world, right up there. And a lot of it's going to be on our terrain, and a lot of it opens up incredible possibilities for our country. So we have to defend our sovereignty, and we have to work out the stewardship of those sea lanes that are our sovereignty.
Thank you, Michael.